Meteorologist Tony Pagnotti is here with us, one of my favorite people in the world, along with our own Lady T, and of course our friend, founder of DLE Agency and Achilles PR, Doug Eldridge. Well, good morning, everyone. Let me tell you right now. All right, the Ravens are right in the middle of a crowded playoff race in the AFC. Lamar Jackson playing like the reigning league MVP he is yesterday against the Jaguars. Now, he accounted for 4 touchdowns, 3 passing and 1 rushing. The Ravens dominated Jacksonville right from the opening whistle, winning easily 40-14. Unfortunately, though, the Ravens are still not in the playoffs. Now, every team that the Ravens needed to lose yesterday, the Browns, the Colts, and the Dolphins, all won. Well, the Ravens remain on the outside looking in. All right, I can keep my fingers crossed and talk about all the purple magic, but Doug, I'm going to go to you first because you're a lot more knowledgeable than I am. Do the Ravens really have a chance here? What do you think?
Yeah, they really do, and that's the great thing. You know, both Baltimore and Jacksonville arguably won yesterday. Baltimore moved 1 step closer to a playoff spot. Jacksonville 1 step closer to claiming Trevor Lawrence the #1 pick in the draft next spring. But when you look at what's ahead of Baltimore, they've won 3 straight, which is fantastic. In order for them to get in, there's a series of things they can control and they can't. In terms of what they can control, they have to win out. That means winning the 2 final games against the Giants and against the Bengals. In terms of what they can't control, the 3 teams that you mentioned, Cleveland, Indianapolis, and Miami, all have to, or one of them rather, has to lose one of their 2 remaining games. Now, Miami has to play Buffalo, and both Cleveland and Indianapolis have to play Pittsburgh. So there's a very, very good chance that's going to happen. When you look at what the Ravens have in front of them, the pieces are starting to come together. And it's not just the 3 wins, it's the way that they're winning them. Okay, Dallas, Cleveland, and of course Jacksonville. Lamar's looking strong. Some of the guys that have been injured and or on the COVID list are all coming back, and they're gelling and clicking at the right time. This team is dominant in December, and the pieces are coming together right when they have to.
All right. So that sounds like good news. Tony, what do you think?
Well, just a few weeks ago, we were thinking we just hope to have enough guys on to field the team with everything with COVID and Lamar not having the best of times. So it's a crazy year. It's a crazy season. And I do think, obviously, the Ravens have to take care of their own business, and just where the stars align themselves, we're just going to have to hope. But I think this could be one of those where they say no one wants to play the Ravens in the playoffs because they could be dangerous.
All right, fingers crossed. Lady T, I know you always have the purple pride over there.
Of course. I mean, they were playing like they were going to the Super Bowl. I thought this meant they were getting a wild card or something, you know. But it was great to see the team back on the field. They were working together. I mean, and they really blew out them Jaguars. You got to lock up the Jaguars and throw away the key now. Bye-bye.
I love it. All right. Well, certainly, fingers crossed, we will stay tuned to see what happens in those coming weeks. All right. Well, if you look up into the sky tonight, you'll see something that hasn't happened for nearly 800 years. It's called the Great Conjunction. Jupiter and Saturn will pass by one another, and from our little place here on Earth, they're supposed to look like one big planet. And because of the timing, people are calling this the Christmas star or the Bethlehem star. Now, if you'd like to see it for yourself, you can just head outside around sunset. Now, they say it will only be visible for about 2 hours before the planet set below the horizon, so make sure you don't miss that sunset. I'm excited. 800 years. I mean, I feel like, wow. 2020 is quite the year, huh?
And of everyone here, I was the only one who saw it 800 years ago. And I don't think I'll be here 60 years. I hope you guys will, but tell me about it 60 years from now when the next one will be out there.
That's what I was going to ask you. So, Tony, you tell us, give us all your meteorological knowledge. I mean, 800 years, obviously it's not common, but is this just amazing for you?
It really is, and because of what we need, a little boost in what's been going on this year, aligning it with the Bethlehem star, the Christmas, they're calling it the Christmas star. There's some astronomers, of course, who are poo-pooing and saying, well, it really wasn't like the Bethlehem, you know. Let's not let science get in the way of a good scene and a good feel-good story. So the only problem tonight is going to be we do have some clouds and some shower possibilities, but hey, you might as well go out and check it out because it's, again, 60 years from now, and we need something positive, something to feel good about. So let's go and see that star of Bethlehem or Christmas, even if the scientists are not so sure it is.
For sure. Doug, you headed outside. You have a telescope, or are you just going to go for it with your naked eye?
Oh, 100%. I love all things stars and space. I'm such a science nerd in that regard. It's been so fascinating to Tony's point in terms of the slow rollout of things this year. We've seen the government, as it relates to the UFOs, acknowledge that this was not terrestrial vehicles that they captured, and the Navy pilot's cockpit camera. We've seen this slow trickle of information. Now we're seeing this alignment that hasn't come in 800 years, at least to our visible eye. I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but this seems like the intro to one of those Purge movies.
There you go, Lady T. You had it out there.
Oh, yeah,
of
course.
The timing of it, and I can't wait to see it. I hope the proverbial clouds open up and we get a chance to enjoy it.
Lady T's always looking for stars, but I don't know if that's that kind.
What do you mean? Oh, because you think, look, I'm trying to get a ring on the finger. But no, I'm excited to see it. I feel like tonight is the night we're all going to get our superpowers. So catch me downtown Baltimore later on tonight when I get my superpowers from this whole stars alignment. I'm thinking I'm going to get the power to see through things or the power to get off of work more often. I don't know. We're going to see what we can do.
All right. Well, thank you guys for weighing in. I don't know what my superpower will be. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. All right. Well, if you